Good evening. Welcome to Washington. I'm Brett Baer. President Trump is taking on practically all comers tonight via keyboard. The president railing against, in no particular order, the late Senator John McCain, former Vice President Joe Biden, the Mueller investigation, even some of my colleagues here at Fox News. But the president is particularly upset at critics who he says are blaming him for a white nationalist terror attack in New Zealand. It is on that subject that we begin tonight with Chief White House correspondent John Roberts, live on the North Lawn. Good evening, John.
Brad, good evening to you. He really has been using Twitter as something of a Gatling gun lately. With almost 60 million followers, one presidential tweet goes an awful long way. And as you say, the president has been pretty prolific over the last few days. But there is one thing in particular that has his attention. President Trump was on defense today, lashing out against critics who suggested a connection between the president and the New Zealand killer, tweeting, quote, "The fake news media is working overtime to blame me for the horrible attack in New Zealand. They will have to work very hard to prove that one. So ridiculous." The killer did mention President Trump in a hate-filled screed that he posted online, hailing the president as a symbol of renewed white identity and common purpose.
The president is not a white supremacist. I'm not sure how many times we have to say that.
With Fox's Chris Wallace yesterday, Acting Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney had his boss's back, rejecting any common ground between the president and the killer on immigration.
That's just absurd to say that there's some type of connection between being against illegal immigration, which is what the veto was about, for legal immigration, and the ruthless live streaming of murder of 15 people. The two things have nothing to do with each other.
President Trump had a particularly active Twitter weekend, firing off 29 original tweets, taking a shot at the late Senator John McCain, last in his class, for sending the fake dossier to the FBI and media, hoping to have it printed before the election. He and Dems working together failed, as usual. Daughter Meghan McCain fired back, first on Twitter, then this morning on ABC's The View.
He spends his weekend obsessing over great men because he knows it, and I know it, and all of you know it. He will never be a great man.
The president also took aim at General Motors over the Lordstown, Ohio plant closing, demanding CEO Mary Barra sell it or do something quickly. She blamed the UAW union. The UAW's David Green was singled out for saying some Trump supporters may be having second thoughts about him after several big closures in Ohio.
Some folks I know have switched gears, right, and thought, when he came here and said all these great things, that, they were on board with that. People are starting to wake up.
And for good measure, the president ripped Fox News, where Green was appearing.
Is the president under investigation?
With the Mueller report expected any moment, President Trump today highlighted a USA Today poll that found 50% of Americans agree that Robert Mueller's investigation is a witch hunt. Very few think it's legit. We will soon find out, ? But there are new questions whether the report will end the Mueller investigation, particularly since Robert Mueller has asked to delay Rick Gates' sentencing while he continues to cooperate with the special counsel's office. Former U.S. Attorney Preet Bharara believes there may be more ahead.
But I think people should view with some skepticism the notion that gets breathlessly reported every week that the Mueller investigation is coming to an end. You might expect other indictments, other work going forward.
But Bharara did say that it also is possible that the special counsel's office could be shuttered if, like Michael Cohen, the investigations surrounding Rick Gates are handed off to other districts. Like the timing of the release of the Mueller report, no one on the outside really knows. Brett?
John Roberts, live on the North Lawn. John, thanks.